Everybody, how you doing? Eric Worrell here with RentPrep.com. We are launching a new series starting today on April Fools, and I am joined here by my friend, co-host, partner on this project, Michael Sims. How you doing, Mike?
Eric, I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
Good.
I'm really excited about this. It's
Me too.
kind of ironic that we launched it on April Fools. I mean, that was not planned. It's just kind of how it worked out, but
Okay.
yeah. For you guys, I'm sure you're reading the text that's above the video, but basically what we're doing here, this is called Motivation Monday. I've been kicking around this idea with my friend Mike Sims. If you guys listen to the podcast, Mike, you've been on the podcast twice. You have a gift for motivation. You have a lot of energy, a lot of fire, a lot of zest for life. And I think one of the traits that you have that's really helpful is you can really motivate and inspire other people.
Thank you.
One of the issues that I run into, I think everybody runs into, is you kind of lose that motivation over time. Sometimes you feel so fired up and you're like, oh, I'm gonna get all this stuff done. And we all see this happen every year with like New Year's Eve goals, right? You're like, oh, this is what I'm gonna get done. And then by, February 1st, you're already just, whatever, maybe next year. So,
oh, lovely.
So what I want to do with this is use you as like my motivation coach, things that I'm working through, committing to a major project that I want to get done each month, but also a weekly project that I want to get done. But then give the people watching that are taking these videos in the opportunity to comment below with the things that they want to accomplish each month and week as well. So if you're watching this, you can comment below. Here's one thing I want to get done this week. Mike's going to get on you to get it done, but he's also we're going to bring it up in the next week's video. And if you have, if you let us know you got it done, we're going to celebrate the successes with you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Kind of act as an accountability program for everybody watching. So Mike, before I get into that, just a little bit of backstory for people that don't know you. Where are you from? What do you do? How'd you get here?
I am from Long Island, New York. My town is about 25 miles east of New York City. Born and raised on the island. I've been a real estate broker for the last 17 years. I'm an avid cyclist. I'm a married man, father of 4. I am definitely an aspiring motivational speaker, as you had said, and I appreciate the vote of confidence that I have a gift. I have a knack for getting into people and getting them more out of them than what they are currently showing. And I gain a tremendous amount of joy out of doing that. I need to be a benefit to people. So that's the reason for me being here, and I'm grateful for it. Thank you.
All right. Very well said. Always.
Thanks.
So before we get into talking about this week's goals and things we want to work on, I've got a quote up here on the screen, and this came from your book. You wrote this with your son, Daniel. For people that don't know, it's called I Am, I Can, I Will. Before we jump to the quote, what does the title of this book mean? Where'd you come up with that? I am, I can, I will.
Basically just an affirmation for my life. I am worthy of this, not to say it arrogantly or boastfully. I am deserving of great things in life, as the people are that read it, and people like you and I that are involved in this. I am, I can, I have every capability I need necessary to be a great success in my life and to be a success for other people. And I will do this. And I will not go quietly, but I will get this done. I will get it done for myself, and I'll get it done for the people that are involved in this podcast. We need to make a change in each other's lives and thereby the community around us. That may sound very altruistic, but I think, what else are you going to do with your life? It's got to have some great meaning.
Yeah. I love it. You're just you're great, Mike. I love you.
Thank you,
You're
sir.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
So opening this up, one of the first quotes in the book, if you guys do get a copy of the book, you don't have to, but of course you can follow along. It's like one quote per page and a little bit of context and something to think about. So the first quote here is on the screen. It says, bad in, bad out.
Yep.
Think what you want to be.
That's right.
And then underneath here, you have you become what you think about. Think constantly about the lifestyle you want to get away from. And you can only solidify that lifestyle for yourself. Think instead about the lifestyle you desire, and you will that to become reality.
Yes.
Can you talk about that a little bit further?
The subconscious mind has tremendous power. And the sad thing is, and I don't mean to be negative, most people walk around and they look at the outside world affecting them. That's not the case. You affect yourself more than anything else out there. What you concentrate on, what you think about, you draw towards you. If you're constantly thinking about the parking spot you didn't get, the deal you didn't get, you're bringing more of that to yourself. You need to project what you want to be in order to become that which you're going to be. It's kind of a paradox to the way we're normally taught.
Mm-hmm.
Most people walk around and they don't think about the direction they're going, and they should, because
Yeah.
ultimately that is the direction you will find yourself in.
Yeah. So basically stop dwelling on the negative of what has happened,
Why
but
would you do that?
yeah,
Yeah.
think about the positive of what you can become. And that way you're not filling your brain with the negativity and the things that you are just going to end up bringing into your life.
And that's toxic.
Yep.
That's toxic to you psychologically, financially, physically, and emotionally. Why
Yep.
in the hell would you continue in that line?
Yeah.
Disregard it, put it to the side, completely cut ties with it right then and there, move towards something that you want.
Okay.
And immediately your subconscious mind will bring about that tangible thing in your life that manifests itself by the thought it started with.
Yeah. Makes sense. But
I
it's
hope so. It should.
you need a reminder of that stuff, though.
That's the
So
key.
that's part of what this weekly series is about. So we'll be covering a different quote every single week. The next thing that I want to talk about, though, is just kind of putting some things out there. So I'm going to be using this for personal selfish gain here,
Good.
and using you, Mike, for that. But one of the things that I'm going to be focusing on this week and reporting back to the group is proper just system documentation for taxes, receipts, and everything. So the cover image that I used for this photo or for this video this week was of a filing cabinet that I got. I put it together, all the right intentions of being like this year, next year, I should say, when it comes to tax time, I want to be so organized, perfect. I'm just going to, be able to access everything. And I do it every year where I just feel a little bit overwhelmed tax time. Because I've done a poor job of organizing receipts. And for landlords and people who are real estate investors, I mean, this is key because there's so many things that you could be doing to make sure that you're getting all the proper write-offs and that your receipts are all stored. And you feel that panic set in. So this week, I'm going to work on systems to set up proper receipts, storage, and all that. And then the other thing that I'm committing to is I'm going to reside all of the siding on my house this month.
Okay.
So one thing this week is the filing storage system that I'm going to set up and report back on. Hopefully be able to pull in some tips for landlords that they might find helpful. And then the one thing this month is at least getting the siding up on the house to replace all the broken cedar siding shingles.
Okay.
Yeah.
A couple things that concern me, and I'll share with you.
Sure.
You're talking about doing this organizational process. Is that in lieu of doing something that is billable? Meaning, are you taking time from your day to do this where you could be generating more clients and a better service for your clientele? The reason I ask this, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, I think that I like that question because I do think there's times where people like take too much onto their plate. In this particular instance, yeah, no, that's something that's just more like it'd be hard to like pass that off as far as just like personal receipt tracking and stuff like that. But I do think I can create a system that would be more efficient than what I currently do, and that's just like piling receipts in places and then trying to find them later.
Okay. Share the 3 Ds with you.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Do it, ditch it, or delegate it.
Okay.
Okay. Either you take this thing right now and get it done and finally be done with it, because you've got it's renting space in your head. It's running around your head and it's distracting you from doing things that you need to do to further build RentPrep for landlords.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing yourself a disservice by allowing this to occupy too much of your time.
Yep.
Either do it and be done with it. Just be done with it. Focus, right? Fire, focus, intensity, resiliency, expectation. Just get this garbage off your plate so you can concentrate on billable things that are going to generate more income ultimately and more of a value for your clientele. Delegate it. If you have somebody within the company sitting down with a cup of coffee, here's what I need.
Yep.
Here's how this needs to get done. Delegate it or just ditch it. Throw everything in the garbage and start from square one. But my concern is that you're using time during the day that you could be generating income for the company and doing, and I don't mean to say this disrespectfully, busy work. Screw busy work. Busy work is the guy who goes, wow, I had a great hour day. No, you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
You took 8 hours to do something that somebody could have taken an hour, and you didn't generate enough income, billable hours for the company.
Yeah.
That's my concern.
Yeah. Well, in this particular case, this is more so personal effects. So I wouldn't probably pass that off to anybody who works here, but there's still the possibility that you can delegate it in other ways too. So I think that plays into effect. But yeah, no, this is something that I think I can take care of, but it's a matter of just doing it instead of letting it occupy space, like you said. So
because I can see the look on your face. You're already, this is taking, you're allocating time for this that could be better used for something more long-term.
Yep.
Because this is a short-term fix, and I don't want to see you use the term. I don't want to see you mortgage, billable time for something that doesn't deserve that kind of attention.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
follow me?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Okay.
I see this come up in the Facebook group a lot, right? Because people go through this discussion all the time of, do I hire somebody to do repairs on the property? And it's that question of like, well, if I do it myself, you're going to save that money. But then at a certain point, you're mortgaging your future because you
That's right.
haven't crossed over yet to where you've gotten to that
You're,
size and
yeah.
comfort.
You're
Yeah.
trading time for money, which is never how wealthy people become wealthy.
Yeah.
That's why either do it if you have the quality to do it and you can allocate the time in a non-billable time hour like 9 to 5, delegate it or just scrap it and just get rid of it.
Yep.
Cut your ties with it.
Okay.
That help?
Yeah, definitely.
Is there any possibility you could do this in the evening? I know you got your little guy and you have your bride. Is that something you could allocate 20 minutes a night after the little guy hits the sack?
Yep.
Say to your bride, listen, give me 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Knock out 20 minutes and then piece by piece. And this way, it's not even at work to distract you from what it is you need to do.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay. That makes sense?
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
So to finish out this video, if you guys have anything that you're working on, one thing you want to commit to this week, it could be that little pet peeve thing that's been occupying space in your own minds. Feel free to comment below. Mike and I will do our best to follow up on those comments.
We will not do our best.
We will. Mike will.
You're going to follow up.
See, I just delegated.
I've got 24 hours in the day.
Yeah.
I can get a lot done.
Okay.
If I could figure out how to text while I'm on my bike, I'd be in great shape, but that's my time. No, we're going to engage with everybody on this.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm not going away.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be quiet about it. You keep laughing.
I know.
Anyway.
I know. People will
get that out of your way, because I can see the look on your face, even through the phone, that it's taking time away from you that you should not allow to take time from you.
Mm-hmm.
You have more important things to do. You have much bigger fish to fry, building this company, building this business, and being a benefit to your clientele than to allocate doing freaking paperwork.
Yep.
Get a gallon of gas and a match and call it a day. Be done with it.
Yeah.
Get it off your plate.
Yep. I will.
Okay. Now, your
tonight.
siding. Tell me about how much time do you have to do? What's it going to take to do your siding?
I think I got about 20 hours probably total over the course of the month, because it's mostly pieces that have been, it looks like a drive-by shooting in some spots, but they're bees, the carpenter bees that, make those holes in cedar siding. So replacing that, and then the following month, getting the whole house stained and finished.
All right. Who's better qualified to do that siding, you or somebody else?
Probably somebody else. It's just a matter of, compensation. What it costs to pay somebody else versus doing it myself, and how that money is used.
What's the cost or what's the investment?
Either way.
Think about it.
I don't know what
is it a cost or is it an investment? Which way are you looking at it?
I'm looking at it as a cost.
Why?
Because it'll be money that would have been in my bank account, but that'll be in somebody else's account instead.
Okay. If you invested the money and had somebody do it for you, are you getting a better return on your investment by doing that or doing it yourself?
It depends on how I spend that time that I would be saving.
How would you spend that time that you're saving?
Building the business.
Or quality time with your wife and your son.
Yep.
That's a fair trade-off.
Yeah.
Give it a thought, run it through your head with a pen and paper. Where's the better return on my investment?
Yeah.
Could you utilize one of the guys and do even a barter system where you could benefit them in some way and have them do the work for you?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Just give it a thought before you commit to it.
Yep.
Don't give it a lot of thought. Don't get, paralysis by analysis, but give it a thought. Say, okay, here's the best return on this. Ask the people that are on the RentPrep for Landlord site. What would you do in this instance? Pick a couple. You got a lot of smart people. I've read the Facebook pages. These people are really locked in.
Yeah.
These people are totally, a really good point. Totally dug in. You have a wealth of information available to you. Use it.
Yeah.
Give it a thought before you do that, but you might get a better return having it done while you're at work. Mm-hmm. So you're laser focused in on the business and not the peripherals. Yep. Or, you know what? I'm spending the day with my wife and my son. This stuff's getting taken care of for me. You'll figure out how to pay for it. That's not the issue.
Yeah.
Where's the better return on your time and your investment?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Don't mean to bark at you, but
no, I have somebody in mind that I could get a quote on this project for too. And, then at least have information to make a better decision on it. So, and it's snowing right now, so I'm not going to be doing it today or tomorrow. So yeah.
No, you're not.
Okay, cool.
Just a thought. Listen, I don't necessarily claim to have the right idea or the solution to everything, but if we throw enough ideas out there, something's going to trigger.
Mm-hmm.
right? Remember when we said when you put two minds together, a third mind, a superior intelligence shows up, and it's the collaboration between the two minds.
Yep.
Now you've got that collaboration with everybody else on Rent Prep for Landlord. They're going, oh, wait a minute. I had this and I dug in. Somebody
Yeah.
did this, somebody did that. You'll find a solution to it.
Yep.
But with all due respect, and I say it with respect for you, make sure it's the right one for you and you're getting a better return on your investment of your time.
Yep.
Make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay. Well, Mike, that concludes the first episode of Motivation Monday.
And you survived. Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, thank you for agreeing to do this. I'm looking forward to this just because I enjoy chatting with you and catching up anyways. So, but I think it'll be great. Yeah. And again, if you guys are watching, feel free to comment with one thing you want to get done this week. And we'll sick Mike on you to make sure you get it done.
Let the dog off the chain. Let's do this.
All right. Until next Monday. I'll see you then, Mike.
Eric, thanks so much. Be well.